is TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Ukmade, and this is Africa Now. Eyewitnesses say rebels from Ethiopia's Tigray region have taken control of Lalibela, whose famed rock-hewn churches are a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the neighboring Amhara region. The United States have called on the Tigrayan forces to respect the cultural heritage of the town as Washington grows increasingly alarmed over the widening conflict. Lalibela is a major tourist destination in Africa's second most populous nation, a holy site for millions of Ethiopian Orthodox Christians. 24 Chadian soldiers from a returning patrol were killed in an attack by militant fighters in the troubled Lake Chad region, according to a senior local official on Thursday. Jihadis from Boko Haram and a rival splinter group, the Islamic State West African province ISWAP, have been using the region for years as a haven for which to attack troops and civilians. Now in Burkina Faso, at least 30 people, including soldiers, civilians and army auxiliaries, were killed on Wednesday in attacks by suspected jihadis in the northern region near the border with Niger, the government announced on Thursday. The unidentified assailants struck villages near the town of Makoye around midday on Wednesday and then attacked security forces responding to the raids later that afternoon, according to the country's defense ministry in a statement. The attacks in the Sahel region are the deadliest since the one that took place in the same region against the village of Sohan, leaving 132 to 160 dead. More than 10 attackers were also killed, the statement says, adding that the military had regained control of the area. Still on security matters, as part of a combined regional force to quell insurgent activities in the troubled northern province of Mozambique, the Southern African Development Community ground and naval forces have arrived in Cabo Delgado region. Official figures say terrorists have killed about 2,800 people in cold blood and displaced over 800,000 and more. As part of its commitment to the SADC Standby Force mission, Zimbabwe is sending a team of 304 defense instructors to Mozambique to train Mozambican troops. Already, Botswana has deployed 296 troops to Mozambique to join soldiers from the SADC region. And away from matters of security, a court in Ghana has acquitted and released 21 LGBT activists who were arrested in late May for unlawful assembly while attending a meeting for lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender activists. According to Chief Superintendent of Police Yakubu Ayagma, the Attorney General found there was not enough evidence to proceed with the case. A new bill to increase penalties and criminalize the promotion of the LGBT movement received its first reading in Parliament this week, despite international criticism of the texts. This is your digital-first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you are watching Africa Now. We move to business after the break, so stay tuned. Welcome back. In business, Kenya's National Treasury has projected Kenya's economy to grow by 6.6% from an estimated growth of 0.6% in 2020, the highest growth rate in at least a decade, according to the International Monetary Fund. This is occasioned by a speedy vaccination program even as the services sector begins to rebound from brutal pandemic fallout. Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani says the reopening of hotels, restaurants and an improvement in travel due to the easing of movement restrictions will help the service industry to lift its contribution to GDP growth to a projected average of 6% this year. Kenya will not ban fish imports from China because there is a severe shortage facing the country, the government says. Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya says Kenya has insufficient stocks, with local fish fetching higher prices than imported ones. Statistics from the Kenya Marine and Fisheries Research Institute shows that there is a deficit of about 400,000 metric tons of fish. Munya adds that the government has been building capacity for aquaculture, mariculture and fish farming. And away from business to politics, President Cyril Ramaphosa has changed about 1 in 3 ministers in his 28-member cabinet on Thursday after 1,264 days in office and facing down an insurrection and the potential of ongoing attacks. Ramaphosa says he made the changes to improve government's ability to speed the rollout of COVID vaccines, rebuild the economy, and ensure stability in the wake of recent violence and destructions in parts of the country. Ramaphosa appointed the Development Bank of Southern Africa's chair, Enoch, as finance minister, replacing Tito Mboweni, who was asked to be excused from his position. South Sudan's Vice President Riek Machar has accused rival military leaders who announced his disposal as leader of the political party and the armed forces of trying to block the country's peace process. On Wednesday, the military wing of his party movement says Machar had completely failed to show leadership and greatly weakened the party's position in the post-war coalition government formed between the warring sides in early 2020. Machar said the main aim of the move was to stop the forces from being integrated into the national command, one of the outstanding key objectives of the peace deal. Tanzania riot police detained a number of protesting supporters of arrested opposition leader Freedom Mbowe on Thursday. Mbowe had been due to appear in court in the financial capital Dar es Salaam on Thursday via a video link from prison, but the case was postponed to Friday because of connection problems. Mbowe and other officials from the main opposition party, Chadema, were arrested last month ahead of a planned conference to demand constitutional reform. The 59-year-old has been charged with terrorism financing and conspiracy. And that is Africa Now. For more updates, visit our website at www.TOSTVnetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. To stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Ukwade. Thanks for watching.